a fuck what anybody else thinks about it. Let's do this. How's it going, G Freaks? This is Daniel, always coming at you raw and real. Now, this is gonna be another discussion that is a long fucking time coming. Out of the 6 months that I've actually started my YouTube channel, this is the first time that I'm gonna directly speak about an underrated yet very popular in his own right, a monster that has his own fan base now, a common name that's always brought up in a kaiju or Godzilla discussion, and that's Gamera slash or Gamera, as the Japanese usually pronounce the name. And man, if I wasn't watching Godzilla, which I usually watched all the time, I was watching Gamera. It's funny that I didn't even see the first movie of Gamera, which came out in 1965 by Daiei Pictures, and I loved Gamera. To this day, I mean, I wish they would have continued the franchise, but unfortunately, Daiei got bought out by Karugawa Pictures, I believe. And it was a shame, man. It was a huge shame. Gamera was, for me, also a guiding force towards other kaiju films, not just notably Japanese Toho films. And for a while, Gamera walked in Godzilla's shadow. Well, from what I believe, in my opinion, I think Daiei was just a competitor, another competitor trying to compete with Godzilla, Toho's Godzilla. So it made a lot of sense, you know, that he started off following Godzilla's shadow or his footsteps. But as the years went on, after Daiei's Showa period and then their Heisei era, Gamera made a goddamn badass name for himself. Became famous. Has his own fan base. And from what I know, since I'm still kind of new to the Godzilla community, pretty much all the Godzilla fans that I know are also huge Gamera fans. And I'm surprised that Toho hasn't actually bought the rights to actually add Gamera to the Toho franchise. And that still kind of baffles me, but not unexpected, as Daiei was a competitor to Toho. But mainly this is just a discussion about how Gamera and Godzilla were two big influences in my life as far as becoming a sci-fi junkie. And I remember seeing the first movie I ever saw of Gamera was Gamera vs. Zigra. And I was hooked after that. If I wasn't watching Godzilla films, I was watching Gamera movies. And I would go to my local video store, and I already had all the Godzilla films in my collection. Well, not all of them, but the ones I was able to get my hands on in VHS that I bought from Walmart in 1989 or 1990. And then I would go to Major Video, and I first saw Gamera on Mystery Science Theater 3000, I believe it was. It's a long fucking time ago. And I went to Major Video, went to the science fiction section, and there was a lot of freaking VHS back then. I'm talking a lot. And it took me a while to find Gamera VHS, but I actually found 3 of them. And I found Gamera vs. Guiron, Attack of the Monsters, I think, and then I found War of the Monsters, Gamera vs. Zigra on VHS also. And those are the only ones that they had. Oh, and Gamera vs. Gauss. I watched the shit out of those movies. and I watched all of them. I think on one Saturday, I think I watched maybe like half of my Godzilla, and then all the ones from Gamera that I had rented, and I saw them all in one day, eating pizza all day long. And of course, I love Godzilla, and I saw Godzilla first, and but Gamera was always been a very close second. Pretty much even with Rodan, Mothra, King Ghidorah, Anguirus, Gorosaurus, Baragon, Manda, Mothra, Titanosaurus, King Caesar. So yeah, it was Gamera was awesome. Gamera was so cool. And like I said, he was just a driving force to me as learning more about science fiction and more about kaijus aside from Toho or Daiei. And what I'm gonna try to do is, since I'm really focused more on the Godzilla vs Kong and making more info and discussion videos, and as far as information that I find on Godzilla vs Kong, I will make content on it. But what I'm gonna try to do and throw in is a review for every single, well, not every single movie, but for all the favorite movies from Gamera's Showa and Heisei era. So I'm gonna try to add that in. I'll try to add it in as far as making more content and just keeping busy. So that's really what I wanted to discuss. And again, Gamera was awesome. Does not walk in the shadow of Godzilla anymore. And I wish Toho would actually buy the rights to Gamera and add him into a Toho film. That would be freaking amazing. And of course, all of us want to see Godzilla vs. Gamera. I mean, that would be a huge fucking spectacle in Japan. And imagine if Japan made that. I mean, come on. So, besides that, G Freaks, that's what I really wanted to discuss and talk about, give my opinion on, and leave a comment below. Leave your thoughts. If you guys enjoy the video, subscribe. I hope you guys have a good night. This is Daniel, Thugzilla 818, always coming at you raw, always coming at you real. So, I'm out.